Hello! Welcome back! Let's see, welcome to another episode of History of Horrors, a Paradox. What did we do last time? Last time on Soul Reaver 2. Okay, so it was the inaugural episode. We kind of went through the intro Seraphan stronghold, which is not actually the Seraphan anymore, at least not in this timeline. It is Mobius's and his mercenary army. We made our way out of there. We scared the crap out of Mobius after he was so high and mighty all of a sudden. We gained an enhanced Soul Reaver, which was basically multiplied upon itself due to time travel shenanigans. We can summon it at will now. We don't have to be full health. But if it gets too hungry, it starts consuming us, which is a problem. We made our way out of the Seraphan stronghold. We made our way to Vorador's swamp. Didn't meet him up with him first. We did make it into a, I guess I'll call it a temple, which helped us unlock an upgrade for the Soul Reaver. No block puzzles this time, which is great. Then we met Vorador, who told us that we seem to match up with some lore about a savior, but he thinks we are too late. And then we left off heading towards another door that we couldn't open up before because we didn't have the upgrade. So, without further ado, let's switch over to the game, and we can get started, and I can greet everybody and go from there. We can listen to the intro title music, which I've been jamming to. Hello! Hey, Atrocix! Val, how's everybody doing tonight? I'm just gonna leave this here for a little bit and take a drink so you guys can listen to the theme. Crimson! Kevin! Hey, how are you doing? Thanks, Atrocix. Debugging's never fun. I'm actually recovering from some ulcer shenanigans, so I'm hopped up on ulcer medication, so this may be a short episode, but otherwise I'm feeling much better than I was. Means I'm real tired. Alright, let's get in here. Oh. I guess it just makes a new save every time I save? Interesting. Okay. We're back. Hold on, I need to change something on my OBS, so the screen might pop off for a second. Okay. My levels weren't showing. Alright. Oh, missing streams, Kevin? Yeah, Brit's on vacation, so this is one of the few times where we're not streaming at the same time on a Wednesday. Oh, which is the way back? Oops. I'm sorry, dog. I'm gonna say this is the way back?
Seize him! Prepare to die!
Yeah. No, babe. You. I don't have time for your shenanigans. No, I think this is the way forward. Well, the way to the Darkness Temple. Stuff over there, too. Huh. Yeah, if the audio is too loud or anything for the game, let me know. I'm still messing with some noise compressors, audio compressors, and expanders, because this game seems to have a very, very large dynamic range between loud and quiet. I'll take that. Okay, this is where I wanted to be. Yeah? Yeah. Yes, this is exactly where I wanted to be. Okay. Clem! Hello! Okay, let me see if I can do this right this time. Hello, Raiders. Hey, Clem, how you doing? What were you... Twitch needs to not show, just chatting in the API if you were doing anything else beforehand. But it is what it is. Oh, more below zero. Fantastic. Hold on, let me move this in here. Hello, Raiders. Let me deal with this, and I will give you a very brief intro. You know what? I can maybe talk while I'm doing this. My name is Silver, or Silver Streak. I'm a variety streamer. I tend to stream series of games, sometimes from my past, sometimes just genres, sometimes genres I like or want to learn about. I am a super amateur game dev and baby affiliate. I play pretty much everything other than, I was going to say other than sports games, but no, sometimes I'll even play a sports game, just not like an NFL or whatnot. Let's see, who do we got here? We've got Harold, we've got the Herald, we've got Supercrafter. Oh, Clem, thank you for the sub. That's not necessary, but I appreciate it. I needed ink. Hello? I need to throw this. What am I not throwing this? Go away. I think I need to... Yes, Clem. My streams are absolutely free 99. Subs are appreciated, but absolutely not required. I'm not near any big goals or anything like that. I had been close to a 4th emote slot for a while, but, the pandemic went on, so people needed to watch their funds, and that is 100% okay, because I don't know what the hell I would do with a 4th emote slot. Oh, we're going to say that's Mamutson? Thank you for the follow. Or we'll call it Mammoth53M. Thank you for the follow. Either way. I'm trying to remember what I need to do here. I'm pretty sure this is what I need. Oh, wait, you know what? I think this means I need to be here in a different time. And I bet you that this, the Dark Reaver, means I can now get to another area. Although, nobody sub at tier 3. But I did set up a new tier 3 emote, which is this. Just because I say this a lot. So I now have a whelp emote. Which you'll hear me say a lot whenever I'm screwing stuff up, so... which is not uncommon. Let's just check that I'm not missing anything. I saw a question in chat if this is PS1 or PS2. So this is PC. The original release of this game, however, was, I believe, PS2 only. I do not think there was an Xbox original release. Yeah, okay. Not miss anything. Thank you so much, Clem. Have a wonderful evening. Thank you for stopping by, and as always, for sharing your community with me. Oh yeah, I guess that torch wouldn't last underwater. Where are we at? Uh-oh, I'm bobbing again. Chat, if you get motion sickness, I think this is a bug, but I'm going to be bumping all over the place, so feel free to avoid your eyes if you need to. I don't believe there's any fast travel in this game, sadly, so... Just trying to find my way back, folks. Yeah, here we go. Okay. Need to come here at a different time when everything's not flooded, is what I am guesstimating. My microphone's a bit far away. Let me fix that. Oh, hell, I forgot to record locally. I'll need to download the archive as soon as this is done. Shame on me. So how's everybody doing, chat? Everyone's week going. It is Wednesday already. Eh, you know what? I don't need to fight. There's the Elder God. Darkstar Mike, Robot Spacer. Hey, folks, how are you? Edgar! Hold on. I need to do a bunch of work here.
My wayward child returns.
Having unearthed more than you'd like, I suspect. What am I to make of these ruins that litter the land, and these images here in this chamber?
Merely the deceits of a failed civilization. You are being misled, Raziel. This ancient race hoped to manipulate the future with these scrawled misdirections. You must tread carefully. There are dark forces at work in this world, bent on subverting your true destiny.
I have no doubt of that. The question is, am I in their presence right now?
Your arrogance will spell your demise, Raziel.
You tell him,
Deny my
Raziel.
will, and the arc of your destiny will reach a sudden conclusion.
Your threats are unmoving. Even now, I'm beyond your reach.
My reach is longer than you realize. This is a very dangerous game you're playing, Raziel.
Alright, now that Dad and Son are done fighting, I can say hello to all my wonderful people, friends that are in chat. So, hello to Robot Spacer, who recently started streaming more. Definitely check out their streams. They have some awesome builds of Legos and other models. Edgar Allan Pone, who is all-around good person, great friend, great streamer, doing a bunch of really cool stuff. Check out their YouTube channel. They've got a bunch of really inspiring and good videos and content on there. Okay, Retro Zone, who, if you do not know somehow, you have not seen most of my off-channel streams recently. Also awesome streamer, awesome friend, good person. They do some really... Oop, that's not what I wanted to do. Hold on. Fix up what I'm doing in chat. Can't type on touchscreen keyboards. There we go. We do Quandary Quest on Fridays. They do a bunch of retro stuff, as their name would imply. They also do some really cool model builds, interesting games, cool discussions. Retro and Edga have some really wonderful, what I believe they call juicy dogs. They have a juicy boy, Wesley, who barks a lot, and they have Mayday, who is what they and I would refer to as a sweet bean. Great people. And then also Kia Purity, who I love very much, is my partner, wife, and happiness generator. And Ahmad. Oh wait, nope, I made it so she doesn't have to worry about that. Still, be nice to all of these people, and to each other. We beat up this dude. I have some other people to say hello to, joined in chat. Who else do we got in here? Someone else said hi, and I missed... Ah, Boyo Bimo. Sure, giant monster squid. Yes, hello! Etrosix. Got everybody here today. Thank you all for jumping in. Especially because I feel like garbage. Today has been shitty for numerous reasons. One of which I'm not going to go into because it's a sad subject. And the other is just because of my health, which is just sad in general in most cases. Okay, let's go. You know what? Screw you guys. You're beneath me. Not my concern. Well, hello to Unsecret Crush. I can't get back to my phone to give a shout out. Unsecret Crush is also a rad streamer. Doing a lot of Genshin streams right now. Check them out. She's very cool. No, that's alright, Robot Spacer. There's unfortunately just... it happens. There's unfortunately one of the neighborhood cats passed today early. And it's got Kia and I kind of down. My health is my health. I have some ulcer stuff that flared up, and I'm on the medication for it right now, which just means I'm very asleep. My ulcers feel mostly better. Video buffering? That doesn't make any sense. Kia, you're in the other room. Chat, let me know if anybody else is having video buffering as well. Alright, we're back at the pillars. Now, is Ariel here? Is a question. What if we shift? Okay, she is not here yet. Don't worry, Kia. I was just letting folks know about Frost. Wait, was there another? There wasn't. Alright, we'll just go back. Yeah. Yeah, I know, Kia. Shitty stuff. I'm happy to say that I believe I have seen all of the other cats. And they seem to be fine. There's a shift.
There's one.
Oop. Reaver's about to be pissed. I'm gonna... You can see it gets a little excited when it has too much energy.
There it is.
Hold on. Hold on. Why are you so tiny? Hmm. There it goes. Weird. For some reason, even though I had the chat set up right, the font went to the smallest setting. Visually, but not actually. Which I can read fine, but I'd rather not read the smallest font setting on chat out of the corner of my eye. I will remind chat that they say that they originally referred to this as the Reaver getting too aroused with energy. Don't make your swords horny, is basically the lesson. I would like to see him reave some souls, please. I mean, we can make that work. Let's save. Well, Atrocix, it's not that no horny swords. It's don't make them too horny. Is my understanding of the rule. Dial it back, basically. Yes. That's right. Hit. Unsecret Crush! Hold on. Let me see if I can do this right. I hate touchscreen keyboards so much. So this game, getting this game to run on a modern PC was a problem, which means that I cannot click off of this game and go to the chat. So I have to do it on my phone, which is a problem. Nope, that's the wrong direction. Oh, come on. Hold on. Is it... What is going on? Let's just, go up nice and easy. Okay. Sorry. Don't know why you were so picky about that, but whatever floats your boat. Okay, we got a Dark Reaver. What are we doing with it? I'm going to assume we're going over to that door. Oh. Chat saying, Edgar saying, I feel like captions in Automod are some unruly and grumpy old men in AI form. I mean, so some of it is my fault. I don't want to say my fault. Some of it is because microphones and captions have issues picking up my voice. I think it's because of the amount of bass. The vibrations get picked up as noise, and so it tries to ignore some of that. And that causes... Unsecret Crush, no worries. We were actually talking about your channel earlier. If you want to see some cool Genshin streams, definitely go check out Unsecret Crush. She got her favorite boy. Oh, you know what sucks? I just realized this. You. Hey, you. You're making the Reaver too horny. Die. There we go. I have the pronouns extension installed on Twitch, and it doesn't come through on my OBS chat. That sucks. Let's go look around first. Go steal what I guess is a is a trident. I was going to say it was a giant lawn dart. Are those vampires? Or Starlight Sassy. No, I don't think so. Those seems to be just reanimated, like, corpses. These folks are having a bad day. Alright, so the question is... can I navigate the game? So the question is, can I float over to that platform or not? Yes.
These murals left no room for doubt. These winged creatures were indeed the architects of the pillars. And while the images were difficult to decipher, the pillars appeared to banish or diminish their enemies somehow.
With the Dark Reaver, all state is there. Sorry. You. Oh, we're just making bridges out of darkness now. Okay. Wasn't aware that was how that worked. But you doofuses, I need to use this door. Oh wait, you know what? I can't use this door. It's for a different Reaver. The Atrocic's asking, what do I normally make bridges out of? Wood, steel, concrete? Robot Spacer. So, Robot Spacer asking, wait, so this isn't even Kain you're playing as? That's like if Legend of Zelda had you playing someone other than not Zelda or something. So, about that. Actually, you know what about that? The first Legacy of Kain game, you do play as Kain. The Blood Omen game. You play as Kain. You also play as Kain in Defiance, the fifth game in the series. Hey, doofuses. You son of a bitch. Fine, we'll do it this way. Since you're so inclined. Give me your soul. Take that. Puzzles! Oozles. I'm still unclear if I'm going to play Blood Omen 2 or not, Darkstar Mike. For a few reasons. I actually like the game, but it's apparently the hardest to get working on modern PC. With as much effort as I had to put behind getting this one to work on a modern PC, I'll have to look into how I can play that. I don't have a good way to stream from my GameCube currently. I can do analog, but analog never looks great. I have a GameCube copy of Blood Omen 2 within arm's reach, actually, but... Let's go look up here. Shit, I need the Darkness Reaver. How can I get the Darkness Reaver if that door turned it back to the Light Reaver? Let's go look real quick. Are we allowed to leave? Is that the Light Reaver? Yeah. I can't open this yet, right? Cannot. Okay. That is apparently your key does not fit in Reaver language. So I guess a light recap, since this is some of the chat's first time seeing me play this. The Legacy of Kain series does follow Kain to an extent. The very first game was a PC game and eventually PlayStation game that focused on Kain, who was a nobleman who was murdered and then turned into or brought back for vengeance as a vampire by the necromancer Mortanius. He goes through all this stuff. Oh boy, they got this one. So the world is called Nosgoth, and there are these pillars called the Pillars of Nosgoth. Hey, who would have thought? And basically they have guardians, and the guardians are supposed to help, like, world progress and have balance. One of the guardians, Ariel, was murdered, which drove her husband, Noopraptor, mad. And since he was a mentalist... his madness, he basically projected to everybody else in the circle of Guardian. Which led to them all being mad. Yes, Guardian of the Mind. And so basically Kain's going around trying to kill, which corrupted the pillars, which slowly started leading to the world kind of falling into kind of falling apart is the way I would describe it. So Kain goes around, kills all the guardians, kills all this circle of oh. So what you're saying is I need to do something to deal with that eye. Which to me means I need to find a darkness font. Anyway, so Kain goes around as a vampire, kills all these guardians, gains a bunch of armor, including a weapon called the Soul Reaver, which in that game was a large sword. I think it was a Chrysagon, I think is the name, the way you pronounce it. It's basically a curved sword. But like not as in like a scimitar, but as in wavy. And at one point in that story, Kain gets sent back in time to deal with a tyrant. Basically, before so he gets sent back in time to kill Nosgoth Hitler, is the way I would describe it. But he kills him before Nosgoth Hitler becomes Hitler. And therefore, it leads to a shift in the timeline. And since everybody knew that a vampire killed non-Nosgoth Hitler, a great vampire purge starts happening, where humanity basically focuses on killing all the vampires they can see. This leads to a bunch of other stuff that happens. Cain eventually kills all the Guardians and comes to realize that as he's restoring the pillars after killing these Guardians, killing the Guardians restores the pillars. We deal with this. Killing the Guardians restores the pillars. He gets back and sees Ariel is stuck there because she's already dead, which means that he still needs to kill the Balance Guardian to restore the Pillar of Balance. Unfortunately, he finds out, oh hey, you were actually the replacement for the Guardian of Balance. You are the new Guardian of Balance, which means you're also somewhat corrupted by Nukruptor's madness, which means that the only way that we can do anything about this is if you kill yourself. So, you're given a choice. Either kill yourself and restore the pillars, or don't and doom Nosgoth to corruption and eventual death. Canonically, in the first game, Cain chose to live. Okay, so that leads there. We don't have a mirror for it, so let's go the other way. So go forward about 2,000 to 3,000 years later, and we get to Soul Reaver. Raziel and his brothers are Cain's lieutenants. They've been Cain has revived them as vampires, and because they live so long, they actually evolve much faster than humans. Like every couple hundred years or 1,000 years, they gain a new ability of some kind. And the way that it's supposed to work is that Cain gains this new ability first, and then one of the brothers gained it as well. Raziel gained a new ability before Cain. His wings. He thought it was a fantastic moment. He went to show Cain. Cain then tore the bones out of his wings and had his brothers throw him into a swirling vortex. Of water. And so Soul Reaver vampires follow most of the classical vampire myths, meaning that running water is like acid or can kill them, impalement can kill them, sunlight can obliterate them, etc. So basically, imagine being that you can't die from it, but you're thrown into an eternal swirling vortex of hydrochloric acid. And that's what they did to Raziel. Flamberge. Thank you, Dark Starlight. That was what I was thinking of. Oh. Huh. Can I throw it? I can't throw it. So how do I get you over there? So let's see. Raziel basically swirls in hydrochloric acid for thousands of years. Come on. Oh, wow. Okay. And gets pulled out of it by the Elder God, that squid that he had a conversation with earlier. And then the events of Soul Reaver, where he goes on his quest for vengeance to kill Cain, and must go through and kill all of his brothers. He doesn't realize it at first, but it's been thousands of years, so his brothers have all horrifically mutated. Well, sorry, evolved into different varying forms. Like Dumas, Well, Dumas was mostly just turned into a giant dude. But like Zephin turned into a giant building-sized or room-sized spider vampire, which is a problem. That's where I gained the ability to climb walls. You got Rahab, which turned into a fish vampire, which actually gave me immunity to water. But Raziel himself is not really a vampire anymore. He doesn't have a thirst for blood. Alright, hold on, folks. Oh my god. Ow. Hey. Okay. I do not have a Cain mask. I have a mask that has Raziel's clan symbol on it, like he's wearing. It's not as big as his. Face mask, as in, like, medical face mask. There's a difference. So, Raziel goes around, kills all his brothers, gains a lot of their abilities. They never do explain what happens to the constrict ability. It's just not there anymore. Oh, actually, excuse me. After killing two of his brothers, two of his brothers, he does catch up to Cain, and fights Cain, and sort of wins, but then Cain takes the Soul Reaver and breaks it over Raziel's back, which is not supposed to be possible, because why am I even fighting these guys? I don't have any reason to fight these guys. Because the sword is supposed to be literally indestructible, but it breaks over Raziel. So, after breaking over Raziel, which destroys Raziel's body, he gets sent back to this the spectral realm, like I'm in right now. Raziel sees what looks like the Soul Reaver, but in a spectral form, and he goes up and touches it, and it becomes a symbiote weapon. It actually merges with him, as we can see here. In the first game, it can only work if you have full health. Anyway, I'm going to skip a bunch. We get to... we go kill the rest of the brothers. We find Cain again, and he is in... what we later learn is a large time machine. So, can I do this in the dark? I cannot. Okay. Where is my realm shift? We beat Cain. He flees through the time machine. We follow him and end up in the past with some of the Guardians still alive, like Mobius, who is the Time Guardian. And then now we're in the events of Soul Reaver 2, which have been happening as you see them. But this game starts as what I would describe as Legend of Zelda with vampires, and then becomes a huge time travel epic that deals with a lot of time travel and the fate of reality and elder gods and dueling ancient races. It's quite good. It also, in my opinion, maybe not the best written story, but some of the best portrayed story in all of video games. Two voice actors that are just, oh, chef's kiss. Simon Templeman, who voices Cain, and Michael Bell, who voices Raziel. Just phenomenal. Outright phenomenal. Take this one. Cain is in a soap time machine. No, I don't know what that meant. Cain was in a room that was actually a giant time machine. Sons of bitches. Darkstar Mike, don't know how those games would work without those two. So Simon Templeman still is acting and voice acting. He's actually the voice of Locane in Dragon's Age. Locane, I think. Michael Bell is actually substantially older than Simon Templeman, and I believe he has retired. Which I get. Like, enjoy your retirement, dude. He's been acting and voice acting forever. He was actually in the very first episode of Star Trek Next Generation, Encounter at Farpoint. He is like the dude, the mayor that's in charge of that village that they're in. Hold on. Yeah, you keep blocking. See how well it goes for you. Alright, so I can go... You stay there. I don't have time to... Okay. So did any of that explanation make sense? Robot Spacer and Unsecret Crush leave with my rambling nonsense. Retro. I mean, overall, I would say these games are just great. They're fantastic stories. They're actually really fun to play. The problem, I don't want to say the problem. The thing is, like, Blood Omen 1 was released at a time before you really did a Zelda on a PC game, so there's some jank, but it's good. Soul Reaver 1 is fantastic and is a great analogy to Ocarina of Time, but it came out at a time... Oh, shit. It came out at a time when the PlayStation did not yet have analog sticks. So the biggest problem is going to be the controls. You have to control the camera with... Would you stop that? Alright, you want to do this? We'll do this. I will pull out the Soul Reaver. Fine. Hey, Deuce. Alright, so this is our destination. I don't know why the choir becomes so apprehensive about us opening these doors. But they do. Oh, you sacks of crap. Here, I need your souls. You pile of poop. Fine. I don't want to deal with you anymore anyway. So it's interesting because these games were Eidos games. Eidos? Oh, Eidos. Let me go with Eidos. Which means that they are now Square Enix property. Buzz juice! Crap. You know what a problem is? That's not what we want to light up. What we want to light up? Those things. So how do we do this? Oh, you know what? I know how we do this now. Remember the eye that killed the dude? I said I need to shoot him with a dark beam, and I didn't have a dark beam. We now have a dark beam. So there we go. You sack of shit. Oh, I'm gonna die. If I die, I have to start all this stuff over again, which I don't want to do. Well, not start over, but like go back to the beginning area because I need to get the Dark Reaver again. All right, we're in a safety zone now. Give me your soul. Thank you. You know what? Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna deal with you. We'll deal with you. Deal with you. Eat that soul. And deal with these morons. Up. Okay. Did what I was looking to do there. Time to go. Yeah, Fulvio. I'm just being lazy. Wow, captions did not like me saying your username. Buzz juice? I was about to say, though, they were going to do a Wayne's World We Are Not Worthy. Oh. Powering up a Genki Dama. Oh shit, it is powering up a Genki Dama. Spirit Ball time. Give me that Reaver. Whoops. Don't clog up the light plumbing.
I plunged the Reaver into the forge and imbued the blade with the elemental power of light. Thus armed, I now had the means to re-enter the stronghold and finally use Mobius's time-streaming device to accomplish my own ends.
All right. Puzzle solved. And we're out. Oop. Hey, Awkward Fat Man, how you doing? Yeah, Awkward Fat Man, it's either this one or Defiance for me. I really like 2 a lot. Well, no one's going into that place anymore. Where is the door? Missing it somewhere? So that's where we can't get back in. So is it outside then? Guess it must be. Find the exit. Is one of these open? Am I losing my mind? Health bar is the Dreamcast logo, yes. I moved my interface over the current Reaver symbol, since it's not really important, so people can see it on my arm. Yeah, the Atrostics have a wonderful night. Yes, do not allow your sword to become over-aroused, or it can be dangerous. Sword maintains arousal for more than 4 hours. Consult a doctor. Oh. Dave. Because I'm not feeling great, I would stop here, but we're so close to more stuff. Let's go do more stuff. Why not? I'm having a good time. Got a bunch of cool people in chat. Oh, that's Fire Reaver. Retro saying that this is a vibe that they're very much into. I'm glad, Retro. It's... Whoop, whoop. I was a little drunk. It's a good game. I enjoy it a lot. So this one, as far as I remember, this one does not have any secrets in it. I don't have to worry about missing something. Well, you're not going anywhere, awkward Batman. Your cat's pinning to your couch. You're by law required to stop and stay there. Oh, so we gotta kill them all? I mean, we can do that. Oh, I forgot to mention, if Robot Space are in, and Secret Crusher's still in there, part of being stuck in the vat of water for centuries, he did eventually lose his jaw. Still locked? Yeah, you're still locked. Okay. Can't go that way. Right? Door's closed. Yeah. Ooh. Someone's been here. Probably Kane. Oh. Rune's got all wobbly.
Show yourself, Kane.
Here, Raziel. Everything is decided.
Here we go.
You cannot comprehend the magnitude, the rapture and the tragedy of this moment. And yet you must, if Nosgoth is to be dragged from the wreckage of its damnation.
I understand only this, Kane. That you and Mobius have impelled me to this moment simply means I can trust neither of you. I don't know who's pulling the strings, but it no longer matters, because I'm cutting them. I set my own course from here.
If it were only that simple.
Your fatalism is tiresome, Kane.
And profoundly ingrained, Raziel. You must understand, our presence here doesn't alter history. You and I meet here because we are compelled to. We have always met here. History is irredeemable. Drop a stone into a rushing river. The current simply courses around it and flows on as if the obstruction were never there. You and I are pebbles, Raziel, and have even less hope of disrupting the time stream. The continuum of history is simply too strong, too resilient. Except, then how do we explain William here? The beloved boy king turned tyrant. In my youth, I witnessed William's rise to power and his transformation into the nemesis who laid waste to Nosgoth.
This is the first game.
Distance, Kane.
Years later, I stumble upon a chance to journey back in history, unaware that the entire affair has been carefully orchestrated by Mobius. In my wisdom,
I'll answer that in a
I
second,
seize
Robot
this
Spacer.
opportunity to murder the young king before he can ravage Nosgoth, and thereby provide the catalyst Mobius needs to ignite a genocidal war against our race.
I warn you, no further.
This one reckless act unravels the skein of history. The Nemesis never becomes the Nemesis. William dies a martyred saint. I, the vampire assassin, become the author of my own species' extinction, and Mobius profits from it all. I destroyed a tyrant only to create one far worse. But how can it be so? How, if history is immutable? The answer is here in this room, Raziel. Mobius propelled William and me together, but ensured first that we were both armed with the Soul Reaver. The Reaver is the key. Two incarnations of the blade meet in time and space. A paradox is created, a temporal distortion powerful enough to derail history.
Listen for it.
Is this your sorcery?
Not mine, Raziel. Yours. You have nothing to fear from me, Raziel. You hold all of the cards.
Then perhaps I should test your sincerity. If what you say is true, you should be terrified. I could kill you here and now.
And so you do, Raziel.
What's happening?
We're hurtling towards our destinies, Raziel. What do you feel? Is the pull of history rushing to meet us? This is where history and destiny collide. If you truly believe in free will, Raziel, now is the time to prove it. Kill me now, and we both become pawns of history, dragged down the path of an artificial destiny. I was ordained to assume the role of Balance Guardian in Nosgoth, while you were destined to be its savior. But the map of my fate was redrawn by Mobius, and so in turn was yours.
This is madness.
Fight it, Raziel. This moment does not have to be an ending. It can become a prelude. I can't. You can, Raziel. Look inside and see that it is so. You have the power to reshape our inevitable futures.
We're going to have a chat in a second here. Chat.
Poor William.
What is this?
History abhors a paradox, Raziel.
There it is. My series
Now,
title.
the time stream strains to divert itself, finding its old course blocked by your refusal to destroy me. The future is reshuffling itself to accommodate your monumental decision. This is where we restore ourselves, Raziel, and reclaim our intended destinies. It may yet be possible for me to assume my role as Balance Guardian and return the pillars to their rightful inheritors.
To the vampires. And this is the destiny you have urged me to discover. I don't know what game you and Mobius are playing, Kane, but I refuse to be your pawn. Unlike you, I still revere whatever shred of humanity I've managed to preserve. You will not use me as the instrument of your messianic delusions.
Very well, Raziel. I'll not ask you to trust me. Your truths are for you to discover alone.
Humble words for one who presumes to teach me a lesson at every turn.
And continue your journey and learn your own lessons, Raziel. Remember, Mobius led you here, but you walk away unfettered. A champion of free will and conqueror of false histories. There is much more for you to unearth, if you have the heart for the truth and the will to see it.
All right, chat. Let's have a discussion about what just happened. Okay, so for those of you that were there the last time that we were in this room, I said pay very close attention to the cutscene of Mobius being in that room for numerous reasons. Reason number one, Mobius was terrified. As the time streamer, the guardian of time, he says he can see all pasts and futures. He knows how time is supposed to happen, how fate and history are pushing things towards happening. As we just learned, when the Reaver is in the room with another incarnation of itself, paradoxes can happen. Time can be changed, which means when Mobius was there earlier, you could have killed him. You could have altered the history of time. You could have stopped him from manipulating the future Kane. All of those things were possible. We have just learned part of the main reason why this game focuses on time travel. This game series in general focuses on the battle between fate and free will. And there's a lot of permutations that are going to happen as this continues. There's actually parts of what we were just told that even Kane doesn't know the full extent of, which we won't learn for another game. At least another 2 games, I think, actually. But that is why that mural is so important. The 2 Reavers clashing is what allowed Kane to change history. Raziel having the Wraith Blade now of the Soul Reaver clashing with that Reaver Blade allowed them to just change history. Kane was supposed to die in that room in this altered history. So, and I called it altered history because it is an altered timeline. The original timeline is when William was the tyrant. And so now we are in a completely new timeline. So it is... people are going to be pissed, is the way I'll put it. Unstable Deuce, I say 2 games because I'm not 100% sure whether or not I'm going to play Blood Omen 2 or not. If I do, I'll play that before I play Defiance. If I don't, then we'll go from there. Awkward Fat Man asking how many more games are in the series after this. So there is Blood Omen, Soul Reaver 1, Soul Reaver 2, then Blood Omen 2, and then Defiance, if I remember the chronology was correct. Now the question is, where am I supposed to go? Because I don't remember. So Unstable Deuce, the reason why I believe that Blood Omen 2... So, timeline-wise, Blood Omen 2 theoretically would happen before... If we're talking about like year after year after year, would happen before this game. Yes, absolutely. But the events of Blood Omen 2 are not possible until after Soul Reaver 2. And I can't explain why... But if you think about how, maybe actually, yeah, if you think about how Soul Reaver 2 ends, or maybe after Defiance ends, I gotta remember, there's someone that gets revived, who is then, possessed by somebody else, and that somebody else is the villain of Blood Omen 2. I don't think I'm going the right way, but we'll try and find out. But yes, chronologically, Blood Omen 2 has to happen before this game, in as far as years, because Kane is younger. That's not where I wanted to go. Where do I want to go? How do I get back to the time streaming chamber? That door was locked. I don't remember. Bad. Nope, that's where it came from. The thing that I can't remember is if the thing that I'm remembering with the person getting revived is the end of this game or next game. I believe it is the end of this game. Yeah, Darkstar Mike mentioning that Blood Omen 2 was actually a completely different game. And then got turned into Blood Omen 2 for reasons that I don't know that were ever explained. I think it might have been contractual obligations with Silicon Knights. Okay, now we're where we need to be. Fantastic.
Here it comes.
Hi. Bye.
Seize him.
There we go. All right.
Ah, yes. I like that look on your face, Mobius. You really don't know what to do now, do you, old man? Here you are, caught without your damned staff. And I suspect things aren't progressing quite as you'd hoped. You're not used to the fly turning to confront you in your web, are you?
Kane's devious influence has poisoned your mind, Raziel. Now you see betrayal everywhere, even in your closest allies.
We were never allies, Mobius. Conspirators, perhaps. Briefly.
Why did you not kill Kane when you had the chance? He was at your mercy.
Precisely. I had a choice, and I chose mercy. And now I know your sordid little secret. The significance of that displacement I felt when the two Reavers came together. Strangely enough, I was enlightened by the devious Kane, not by you. In fact, I've learned much more than you counted on. I understand now how you've tried to manipulate all of history for your own personal gain. But now all your little schemes are whirling in ruin around you, aren't they? All because I chose to exert my will for once, rather than obey the demands of sorcerers and spirits and demons, all singing the same tiresome refrain, "Kill Kane." I'm setting my own path from here, Mobius. I intend to discover the truth behind all of this.
But you condemn us all with this impetuous act.
Hardly impetuous. It took all the will I could muster. Has my refusal to kill Cain reshuffled your carefully stacked deck of cards?
You really think that you're exercising your free will, Raziel? You're simply Cain's servant.
I do not serve Cain. I merely did not kill him.
Raziel, do not forget your purpose here. You are destined to be the savior of Nosgoth.
Oh, I'm sick of hearing that particular phrase. As for saving Nosgoth, so far I see precious little reason to bother. And I'll choose my own purpose from here on out, Time Streamer. Right now, I choose to manipulate you for a change. Go. In there.
What are you doing?
Come now, Mobius. You're a cunning serpent. You'll piece it together, I imagine. This era is of no further use to me. You will operate this device to provide me passage. I want to see the world in a simpler time, before the Sarafan began their crusade.
And what about Cain? You're leaving your core behind.
You kill him if it's so damned important.
You need only touch the 2 poles of the switch, and the device will transport you. But I urge you to reconsider.
You've lost your powers of persuasion, old man.
I wouldn't
Rot
trust
here
him.
And forget me.
Yeah, that's not a good look. Yeah, I would not trust a time streaming device from someone that you have no leverage over. Sorry for the flashing, folks. Yeah, he sent him forward, not backwards.
Even as I emerged from that infernal time-streaming chamber, I suspected treachery. The stronghold was vacant, derelict, abandoned.
I believe they wanted me to fight that dude in the spectral realm. Too bad. No, Val, I would say Raziel is actually pretty intelligent. The problem is that he's got the whole deck stacked against him, and it's really hard to deal with. When you're dealing with someone that has omniscience and is being helped through external forces, it's really hard to make things work as you would like. Come on. Raziel has a choice, Val, but it's a matter of he doesn't quite have understanding of what his choices are. Let's say that. Oops. Fine. Fine. Fine, you wanted to be that way? Oh my god. Yeah, I'd say Unstable Deuce has it right. He makes decisions with the information he has, but it's an incomplete picture. By a lot. Even Kane and Mobius don't have the whole complete picture. Like, we know that Mobius doesn't know who or what the Elder God is, he just knows that he serves him to some extent. We're gonna make our way to the first save room that we can, and we'll go from. Oh, come on. Oh boy. They were fighting those creatures, but all of them view me as more of a threat. Where are we going? Might as well heal. Owie. Oh my god. Demons,
about the era I now occupied, this grotesque tableau certainly eliminated them. For here was Mobius, long since murdered by Cain, lionized and beatified as the martyred leader of his bloodthirsty crusade. And if I required further evidence, I needed only to behold the gruesome trophy Mobius held aloft. The severed head of Vorador. The final triumphant kill of Mobius's cutthroat mob. His execution marked the annihilation of the vampires. Far from channeling me into Nosgoth's past, Mobius had propelled me over a century to its ghastly future. The intent behind this little detour was unmistakable. Having failed to make me his obedient assassin, Mobius intended to keep me ignorant of my true destiny, which clearly lay in Nosgoth's past. While his deception only reinforced my purpose, Mobius had effectively stranded me here. This left me no course but to explore the era I now occupied and see what changes the century had wrought, following Kain's ill-fated decision. Perhaps time had cleared a path for me into the mountains, where I might unearth more clues behind the mystery of Janos Audron.
Oh, thanks for waiting. I forgot that dodging for me does the same that it does for them around blocks. Okay. I don't know what Reaver I would need right now. Let's assume light? Bye. Thank you for letting me open the doors and leave.
What pathetic charade is this now, Mobius?
No charade, Raziel. Only the entreaties of this martyr spirit.
Your pleas mean nothing to me after all your deceit. You have propelled me into Nosgoth's future, Mobius, and left me stranded here.
I am truly sorry, Raziel, but it was necessary. Consider it the last valiant act of a doomed man. You have strayed from your purpose, and now behold the result. Gaze upon the wasteland you and Kain authored together.
I fail to see how I'm responsible.
You spared Kain, and by doing so, you have released a multitude of horrors upon this world.
That's not how it works.
Except that Kain has murdered me. As the Time Guardian, I foresaw that instant long before it occurred. And I take some small comfort in the fact that Kain remains the sole survivor of his vile breed. But you have single-handedly made my sacrifice meaningless.
Your argument is disingenuous, Time Streamer. I cannot see how killing or sparing Kain's future self would alter these events. This wasteland was created by Kain's original refusal of the Pillars. And amidst all these twists and turns, that event has never changed. You are cunning, Mobius. I think you've gotten tangled in your own web.
As Kain clings to his precious seat of power, the pillars sink into a mire of decay, dragging all of Nosgoth down with them.
I don't think this has anything to do with the pillars, or Kain's failure to sacrifice himself. I think you're simply afraid, because you don't know what he's up to. He's a wild card, isn't he? And you don't want his influence in your game. Which is why you wanted me to eliminate him. Well, now that he survived, you have no idea what's coming, do you? Maybe, for the first time in your entire life, you're terrified that he may have truly found a third option out of the dilemma you orchestrated for him.
Kain's lies have addled your mind. Leave this place and trouble my spirit no more.
Ah, yeah, your spirit.
If you even are a spirit, you've forgotten. I have a way to tell for sure. If you're willing to risk it.
Uh-huh.
I don't think so. Either way, you lose.
Yeah, Raziel mentions what I was about to say and why it doesn't really matter. It's like, oh, you didn't kill Cain, so this is all because of you. No. If you wanted me to do that, you would have sent me to kill the younger Cain before he dooms the pillars. Then there's no problem. Killing the future Cain doesn't somehow change the past. It doesn't somehow stop the corruption of the Philips. So Raziel is starting to piece together something is up. Now, he's still got a ways to go. Okay. Save point. Save point. They're actually going to go right about some time, so. Yes, Unstable Deuce has a good point. He's probably about a dozen move, at least 6 moves back in the chess game, but he does know that there's a game going on now. Where is that save point? There we go. All right, folks. We're going to save it here. We'll go out, bomb out to the title so we can have a little quick chat before I end up. You know what? Let's just make sure that is done. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So, we have been thrown into the future, not the far future, maybe a century in the future. So we're not in the timeline of Soul Reaver 1, but we are quite a bit further than we were before. Raziel has learned that he was able to make a choice. He altered time, but it was only a single choice, whether or not to spare Cain. Do we know if it was the right choice? We don't know yet. Do we know if it's the only choice that he's allowed to make with the readjusted history? We don't know yet. Other than that, though, thank you all so much for watching. I hope you had a good time. I did. Kind of made my day a little bit better. We'll be live again here on Sunday at 7 p.m. Central Time if you're watching live. I will be live again on Friday over on OK Retro Zone's channel for more Quandary quests. Please check that out. If you are watching live, stick around. We'll go raid someone cool. If you're watching the archive, thank you so much. Feel free to check anything else out on my channel. Other than that, be safe and be kind to one another. Bye-bye!